Hey there, it's Carrie Rhoades here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel and a new card making video. Today I am showcasing a very cool stamp set from our latest release. It's called Nurse Appreciation. It's a 4x3 set and it gets right to the point. It's kind of like word art and it's a smaller set which makes it very affordable and good because this set is not one that's super versatile but very specific. Great for Nurse Appreciation Month, which is coming up in May, and I'm going to color mine today to match this pattern paper. I started out with R89 as my darkest color, and then I'm moving into R46, and I'm going to use two more colors and make every letter on here like an ombre to really go with the colors in this pattern paper, which I thought would look really good if I was going to pick out the scrubs that nurses wear. Like, I would love this pattern paper as a top, and then maybe, the solid darkest color for the pants. I think that would be very cute. And I know those kind of things would help cheer up the patients. And also, I wanted to point out that this set wouldn't necessarily have to go for someone whose profession is a nurse, but it could go for somebody who maybe has helped to nurse you, to help you when you've been sick or injured. I know that has recently happened to me. I recently broke my toe, went out of town, and had my friend Tanisa doctor up my toe, and it was just really nice. So this could be for somebody like that who has helped you in a specific way, and I think that is the part of this that makes it a little bit versatile. But I also love that it's word art, so we can color it, customize it to match my paper or the person I'm giving it to, and it's really easy to color up. And lots of different options. You could do rainbow, like Brenda on our team did on our blog the other day. I think it's really cool. I added some white gel pen highlights because I like that kind of thing. And then there are coordinating dies. You can die cut out both of these pieces, which I love that bubble cut look all around it. So now I'm just getting together the pieces that I need for my card, and I decided I didn't want to waste all the paper that is being covered up by my pattern paper of this particular cardstock because I'm running low on this color and I love it. It's a great teal color. So I decided to use my rectangle dies and cut out the center of this, so I only have a frame, and that way I can still adhere my pattern paper, but I have some of this paper left to kind of stretch it farther and have some to use later, which I am going to use again on this card. So I'm sticking those two together and then getting my card base together. I think I'm getting all my pieces together. I like to do that, gather all the things, and once I have everything I want for my card and everything laid out, then I'll glue it together. So I decided I wanted a flower. I pulled out this wildflower clippings, I believe is the name of it. It's from Trinity Stamps too, and I wanted these flowers to really match my pattern paper. So I decided to bring back the markers that I used to color the letters and use those to create kind of a background to die cut these flowers from. So that's why I traced the die, so I would know exactly what size I needed to color and not like waste ink. So that's what I'm doing, and I use the two darkest colors first. That's going to be for my largest flower, and I'm going to layer this flower up. So the second flower, or the flower that's going to go on top, will be the two lighter shades that I use to color the letters. So I'm using the chisel tip too, which always makes me really happy when I finally have a way to use the chisel tip on my big markers. So that's what I'm doing. I've got my two pieces and I'm ready to die cut these out. So I can just tape them onto that circle I've colored. It's going to fit perfectly, and I'm not going to have any of that pencil mark on my die cuts. There is like a fun centerpiece for this flower that I'm die cutting out from some kind of golden yellow cardstock. I am going to add a little accent to that, but I did not color that one. There's also a circular center for this flower, and I'm going to die cut that out from some gold mirror paper, and those are going to be the layers for this flower. And now back to the center of that paper, I can use that to die cut out some leafy parts for my flower, and everything's going to coordinate so well with my card. All right, now I have everything. I'm going to glue it all down. So first goes that frame, then my pattern paper, and I've got those three layers, those three frames on my card. I love it. To anchor my sentiment down, I put it on a circle of vellum, popping that up. That is just a nice way to kind of draw interest into that large focal point sentiment piece. And then I decided to add dimension to my flowers to also, bring them to life. So I'm using this stylus tool and a foam mat and just rubbing the center in a circular motion to help those petals kind of pop up and stand out, give them some dimension. I'm going to layer those up, and you can see it really brings this flower to life with all those beautiful colors and the gold center. Love it. All right, so then I'll glue that down to my paper. I'm going to put a little extra glue and make sure and give this a little extra time to dry. And then I'll add my little leaves, yeah, there to accent that. And I think this card comes together so well. I love matchy. So I love that the letters match the paper, the flower matches. Gorgeous. So I have a gold shimmer pen. This is from Pear Blossom Press. They have a pack of 3 pens, the gold, silver, and white. They're great gel pens. And I'm going to do a little dot of gold at the end of those flower petal pieces. It's the stamens. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so now I have my Boo Boo Buddy clay bits. Are these so cute? Little tiny band-aids. I thought one right at the top was perfect. Plus the heart in the center is pink. It matches my card perfectly. All right, then I had a scrap of that pattern paper left over. I'll add to the inside, and this second sentiment that comes in the stamp set can go right inside there as well. Now, instead of putting it at the top, I decided to kind of overlap the paper, and it says, "A big thank you for all that you do." So if you have a nurse in your life, I know I went to one doctor for years and had the same nurse for years before they retired, and I would have loved to had something like this to give her because, she did so much for me. Sometimes even more so than the actual doctor because they really kind of get to know you. And so I think nurses really need to be appreciated. And remember that May is Nurse Appreciation Month. So whether it's a nurse that's taking care of you, a nurse that's in your family, or a friend, this would be a great way to show your appreciation to them for all that they do. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you again on another video very soon. We have a new release coming, so stay tuned. Happy stamping. Bye.